I'm glad the Blues got off to a hot start, Rip, because I think they're going to need it all season long.
I think they won 13 of their first 15, something like that. So you take that away, and that's all part of it. But, I mean, it's been pretty average since. And, of course, now Jake Allen's really struggled, although he did last year, too, right around this time. And then he perked up and did well toward the end of the season before the playoffs. But Carter Hutton, he has been the savior, and he had 30 more stops last night.
Did he? Okay, I didn't even know he got the start last night. I know they've been playing him a lot more.
In fact, I think Toronto canned a shorthanded goal, so that was kind of unusual last night as far as the scoring went. Blues are in Ottawa tomorrow night, and then they come back home and stuff. This was kind of crazy, and I suppose, and I saw the hit. Andrew Cogliano, did you see his hit on the player from the Kings the other night, Adrian Kempe? Kind of, tacked that head a little bit. So the bottom line is he got suspended 2 games for that. But I'm not sure if you know do you know Andrew's story there on his consecutive game streak?
I do not, no.
He had the active streak going the longest at 830, and he's 30 years old. The Ironman record is 964. I mean, he had a legitimate crack at that. And he's not a bad dude in fact, this is his first suspension ever. And so it's wiped out now. You can't, in many cases now, it's getting tougher to fight that NHL law and to win.
Yep.
So,
that's true.
Hate to see it end that way, but it does. So, the Cardinals, they've been pretty useless lately. I tell you what, though, the whole Major League scene has been rather quiet, hasn't it?
It has been quiet. What do you attribute it to?
I've done some digging and some thinking, and I think some of it, seriously, some of these teams don't know what they want to put out in terms of money and years for some of these players, because you know what? Next year, the really big fish is up in Bryce Harper, and I think a few of these clubs they're going to get these guys just at the cost of the amount of years they want. And I mean, there's only so many elite teams with money in this category, but can you imagine? He's going to get $300 to $400 million or more next year.
I assume he's worth it.
I mean, I think that's a slice of it. Well, today's game, probably. I mean,
I think really. you and I are both glad that the Cardinals didn't do everything in their power to re-sign Pujols when they could have, right? Because the next 4 or 5 years,
with the injuries and his age and everything, right? I mean, he's got the luxury of the DH over there and so forth. So,
yeah, and the Cardinals went to the postseason the next 4 or 5 years, and
they've done well,
and the Angels haven't. So
no,
which worked out,
which is just hard to believe. But I don't know. I mean, I do think that's somewhat of a factor for some of them. I mean, not even the richest teams are the ones that want to spend the money, whatever. I mean, they're going to have to watch things. You have that luxury tax and all that stuff. But I mean, it's going to work out. But it's going. I'm actually surprised the Players Association hasn't filed collusion. How long has it been since that happened? Because it's slow with these free agents. There have been some big trades, but I mean, things have really. I mean, J.D. Martinez is a real good one out there, and Hosmer and Moustakas. Right. I mean, others, of course, and besides all the pitchers, Arrieta and Lance Lynn, who the Cardinals should have on their team.
It has been a slow market. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. I can't remember a slower winter than this. Can you?
No, I don't know how far you'd have to go back. And it's been some time for that collusion, too. The last big collusion, maybe the last one, I'm not sure. That would have been in the they've surely filed before. You know how these association and lawyers are. But the one I remember most was like in, I believe, at the end of the 87 season. When Gaetti was involved in this as a free agent from the Twins. And, I mean, they got a boatload of money from the major leagues that they won in court over that. I'd say, I'm kind of guessing, because I can't remember exactly, but I say he got well over $100,000 in that.
Well,
just him, besides the others. I know it.
Right.
I mean, it was something like that. It was a tremendous amount. Couple of big trades, though, and the Pirates now, they're going the way of the fish. They're just goodbye. Andrew McCutchen. So the Giants, they're in need of more, but some other teams are too. But I've always really liked Kutch, as a ball player. I think he's well, he's obviously very, very good, and he'll be with them at least a year, and then he's a free agent. But that was quite a pickup by San Fran.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't understand what the Pirates are doing. I thought it felt to me like they're on the cusp of at least being in the discussion year in and year out.
I know,
the division, right?
They had a couple of real good years, and that's the thing. Some teams, they say they can't or they just won't. You know, I mean, some of these owners, if they can't, get out. You know, I mean,
yep.
But don't pin it all on the fans either. Don't. Oh, okay, we'll keep them. We'll charge you $15 a beer now. You're all making a lot of money, which is fine. Make all you want, but you gotta keep guys like that. Now, if they leave on their own when they get that chance through free agency, there's nothing you can do. I mean, if you don't, but
you know, they don't draw a lot, Rip. When you look at their attendance,
when they won, they did pretty well.
I agree, but you talk about a beautiful stadium. Have you ever been there?
No, I have not. You've been there, haven't you?
I have. I've been to a Pirates game. I've been to a Steelers game, and that Pirates stadium, I think it's PNC Park.
Yes.
Wow.
It looks tremendous, and I know. Besides you, I know. Well, man, a dozen or more easily that's been over there. But yeah, it looks fabulous just on TV. That would be the next place I would go. Really, used to go to a lot of ballparks, and that looks like the cream of the crop to me. So yeah, Garrett Cola's gone, and McCutcheon is gone. Minnesota, I see they signed a pretty decent reliever, but the main thing there is Justin Morneau has officially retired now, and he had 14 seasons, almost every one, all but one, I guess, with the Twins. Just a tremendous ball player. The concussions, or at least one of them, really got to him and sidetracked him and pretty much ended it for him, as a matter of fact.
He had a great, first 6 or so years to his career.
He was. Well, he's an MVP.
Yeah.
In 05 or 06, right in that area. But now I guess he's coming back with the Twins, and they're going to give him one of those gift front office jobs or something, I understand. So
okay.
And the Cubs, you have to have guys like this. They signed free agent pitcher Brian Dunsing. They got him back for a couple of years at $7 million. But he's one of those guys nobody hears about. But you know, his ERA was well under 3, and he pitched in 68 games. You need guys like that, role players, roll guys out of the bullpen to do their job. Just be quiet and take care of it. Let the others get the big time credit or whatever. So that's a good keep for him.
Dependable, right? I mean, the Cardinals have always been able to find guys like that, not flashy, but dependable guys who just turned out to be good Cardinals. You know, and we don't really have anybody like that.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure where that's gonna come from. At least at the outset, you know. People have to keep in mind, of course, you have all season, too. And a lot of things, a lot of adjustments are made then. The National Football, I guess they're going crazy up in Minnesota, or at least they did on Sunday, right?
Oh, have you ever seen anything like that in your whole life?
That was pretty amazing. Marcus Williams, he saw a ghost. He saw a ghost with a football, and then he tried to tackle that ghost with a football, and that was kind of that was comical and pitiful and everything. I didn't understand that.
It was an incredible ending, but you're right. I feel sick for the kid because and do you agree with me or not? But it seems like these pros sometimes forget their fundamentals.
Oh yeah.
Because if that kid's 17 years old and senior in high school, he makes that tackle every time. But
I'd never seen anything like that at any level. I don't think.
He just completely whiffed.
And I didn't see that live, by the way. I'm not watching. But I can't, I see the highlights, obviously, and I know what's happening and stuff. And I saw it without even trying to. I saw it 6 times that night.
Yeah. Well, as you can imagine, these people up here are nuts about what's going on. And just that was they're calling it the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah, and their color man did that right when it happened. I heard that play over and over again on radio, and that was a pretty good call.
Yeah, and good for them. These are good people up here. I've got a lot of friends, and they're loving it as they should. Chance to host the Super Bowl, Rip. It's never been done before.
Never been done before, and I hope that happens because, I'm pulling for, if you want to call it that, Jacksonville, Minnesota. I want it to be one of the worst matchups in the history of the Super Bowl.
That'll be fine by me.
Yeah, I want the ratings to be low as possible.
Yeah.
And they were down again last week, incidentally, substantially from the year before and the year before that. It's amazing. But yes, the Final Four, it's all and the Steelers, your Steelers. How do you give up 45 points to Blake Bortles and the Jags? That's pathetic.
You mean future Hall of Famer Blake Bortles? Is that who you're talking about?
Well, who knows? I doubt it, but yeah. And now, of course, I guess Todd Haley, he took the, he's the fall guy, right?
Well, I think it was time to go. That's for sure.
I know, but I'm hearing whispers now about Tomlin. So he made.
There's no way. There's no way. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches in my lifetime. Okay, Tomlin has the highest winning percentage of the 3, and Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher are the others.
I'll take Noll.
And he's won a Super Bowl. He's won 1 and lost 1. How many other head coaches can you name that have been to 2 Super Bowls that are coaching today?
Oh, it's few. Yeah,
it's very few.
Knock away Belichick, and I don't know who you got.
Yeah,
but I have heard whisper without even paying much attention to it. And they're really disappointed. And again, he made the fall guy out of, which is what you do.
The Steelers have a lot of talent, and they've got some knuckleheads. And that is as big a problem as anything. But they've got some knuckleheads.
There are some knuckleheads throughout the anyway.
Absolutely.
Coaching jobs are open everywhere in Arizona, Detroit, Indianapolis, with the New Jersey Giants, and now in Tennessee too. The guy Malarkey takes them to the playoffs. First time they've been there in 9 years, and he's rushed out the door.
Yep. Here's your hat. What's your hurry?
How do they figure all these coaches are going to win the Super Bowl? It just doesn't happen. No idea.
They get 3 years,
and they're paying guys off forever and ever and ever. What do you think of the college football championship?
Incredible game, incredible ending.
That second half was beautiful. It was something else. I mean, no matter who you liked, and it was just a great. I couldn't believe that Saban went with the freshman 2-0 Tagovailoa. Man, he zipped some passes. He did great.
I guess that's why Saban is who he is, right? I guess that's because everybody thought he was crazy. You and me included, I'm sure.
Yeah. But I suppose he just thought he had no choice. I mean, they were doing squat. Jalen Hurts was 25-2 going in as a starting quarterback. And that'd be interesting next year, though. I mean, now everybody's crowned Tua as the guy. And will he be? I don't know. After camp this spring and all.
Be hard to think about not starting him on opening day.
He does have one incredible arm, doesn't he? And my gosh, he's strong. Yeah. He's bouncing off defenders. Just a little time. College basketball, Illinois is it's not good, not real pretty. Lost again.
I got to tell you, I haven't been following Illinois, so
it's hard to
fill
watch.
Me in.
It's difficult to watch. Well, they're 0-6 in the Big Ten now. They've lost 3 overtime games, and they lost a 1-point game the other night to Nebraska. They've only won. They're just a game above 500 on the year. And when you throw in all these patsies, the only team they've beat is Missouri. They haven't won a true road game yet in 6 attempts. It's a struggle. And I'm not, the coach. You got to give everybody time. That's fine. I mean, I didn't think they were going to be very good this year. Now they could have had a couple of those games easily enough, but they haven't. But the only saving grace could be yet. The Big Ten is kind of down, where they probably have 4 actual really good teams. The rest are all. And what they have now, about 25 teams in that conference. So.
Yeah, 17, something like that. Purdue and Michigan State are loaded.
Yeah, now Ohio State's really come on.
Is that right?
Yeah, they so it'd be love college basketball. I would just look through last night. Eastern Illinois, I hadn't checked on them in a while, and they're 2-4 and 6-11. You probably knew that, but you're the big EIU fan, which is great. Tom Michael and company, and Ryan Walker. Can't beat that.
Yep, absolutely. Lost our senior point guard to an injury.
Oh, is that right?
Since it's been tough to score any points since he's been down.
How are they functioning without you in attendance? And you were a good fan, weren't you? Good supporter. Are you still supporting the team there, in some ways?
Yes, I do.
Good.
And I stay in contact with Tom and the coaches and things, but it's hard not to go. I really miss that. And, I'm sure they miss me, Rip.
I'm sure they do. Next time I have Tom on, which will be in about 2 months, because I forgot to last time, I'll ask him about you.
I hope you do.
Yeah. Very good. Well, anything else from the land of how many? 10,000 lakes?
There's actually more than 11,000. Truth be told, there's more than 11,000.
Well, they need to change their license plates.
Yeah, I guess they do. No, man, that's it. It's been cold. I want everybody to stay warm, and don't forget about us. I guess I'm kind of a regular on your show these days, aren't I?
Oh, yeah.
On about twice a year?
Oh, yeah. That counts. 2 or more times, you are a regular. Pays the same, whether it's once or nonce. But, you're a regular. I like Minnesota. I was up there.
Don't they?
The ratings go way up, especially on these. Now we're really in prime time. We're pushed to 6:30, so,
Yeah.
My goodness. All right, Ryan. Well, thanks a lot. I've been up to Minnesota about three times for sure, and every time during the summer. But and I remember Plymouth real well, Minneapolis suburb.
Yeah.
Because that's the first time that was in the late 80s where I'd really seen these outside hockey arenas where they just flood they got the boards up and everything, and I understand it's a pretty nice area there. And there've been some pros, NHL players come out of that area, Plymouth and so forth. Yeah. All right, Ryan, man, thanks so much for coming on. Okay.
You got it.
Later on.
Bye.
Ryan Walker from Minnesota. Was it I know Mankato College. Is that the town? I'm not sure. But he's up there in the cold white north. Thanks to Ryan. And Scores and Stuff was brought to you by Isaac Auto Body and Colorado. See them for 24-hour towing and collision repair. Don't you forget about that. We got to take a break. It's the later edition of Talking Sports on Wednesday. Wayne Hari is on deck. Stay close by that radio. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955. Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
If it has been a long time since you've been to the dentist, you need to know you're not alone. For some, past experiences make it impossible to pick up the phone and call. Others are embarrassed because it has been so long. Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Santel, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I believe in listening to our patients and finding workable solutions to problems they have without making them feel guilty or putting them down. Please call me, Dr. Casey Santel, at Breeze Dental Care at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
Fly in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Rip here at the Carlisle Meat Market Studio on this Wednesday. We kicked her off at about 6:30, and we'll go till 7:15 or 20, somewhere in that area. 8 o'clock, we have basketball again, about 7:45 with the pregame. Off we go. We've heard from Scores and Stuff and Ryan Walker. Now it's over to Nashville on the Tucker Electric guest line for Hornets basketball coach Wayne Hari. Wayne, welcome back.
Hey, Rip, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I bet you're now in that green tractor tonight, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm not in that thing tonight. Let me tell you. Usually it's in the cab somewhere. We're talking all the time. But not tonight, man.
You're in air conditioning. But
yeah, exactly. You don't need that today. That's for
things
sure.
have twisted. It's cooled outside. So, well, you dialed into your own tournament last evening, the Nashville Invitational, and you won your opening game in pool play. So, congrats! You're fired off to a 1-0 beginning.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. Brentwood came in, and we were trying to stay between them and the basket. They're a very athletic team, and they're long, and they ended up shooting the ball awful well from the arc. And in fact, they made around 11 threes on us, and made some tough shots on us. But and so it was a struggle early. I mean, but our offense kind of picked it up and it kind of saved us. Our defense has been pretty good all year, and sometimes when people make shots out there, you can't do much about it, and you hope your offense picks it up, and it did last night.
We ended up winning 60-50, so I wondered how the flow of the game went there. So it was tight or a little close for a while before you took control?
Yeah, it was 3 points at half, and then we got a little bit of a run there in the third quarter, kind of stretched it out a little bit, and then we hung on there late. So, but they were still making shots. They haven't won a whole lot of games, but they're very athletic, like I said, and they had a 6'7" sophomore that hadn't played for a while. They've got on their team. They had him back last night, so it was a good matchup for us.
Does he have some potential? He's this next year.
Yeah, he's. I tell you what, he's. Coach Kuhn is over there now, our partner football coach here at Nashville, and talked to him this morning a little bit, and he said, he plays football for him, and he's not too bad. And then they also had a big sophomore, about 6'3" sophomore out there that plays football. It's pretty good. So I think next year they're going to be pretty good. Be good for our tournament. They'll be really competitive.
Now, when you went on one of those tears last night, 1 or 2, whatever it was, Bryce Bultman, who exploded for 23, I suppose he was in the middle of 1 or 2 or more of those.
Yeah, he had a real solid game. I think he had over 20 points, I think,
23,
last night. Yeah, and did a good job of getting people. They did a lot of trapping and out front, and he did a good job of finding people also. So, and we had some other people step up. We had 3 people in double figures, which is good, and some other people had some good. And the other 2 people that played, and we had a couple off the bench. It was a pretty good team effort, Rip. I was pretty pleased with it, and sure glad we got a win. And then we'll play Friday against Breeze Central.
Carson Parker tripped 16, and Jack Haley with 10 for you. And just one more thing on Bryce's for he's just a junior. How about his season as a whole? Nothing surprises you. Nothing's unexpected, right? You're counting on a big year from him, and he's delivering.
Yeah, I mean, he was the only returning starter we had coming back, and you would hope that he would step up and have a good year for us, and he has. He's been pretty solid all year, and he can handle the ball. He's got good size for a guard, and he's done a real good job for us. We kind of, like you said, we would hope that he would step up and have a good year and be one of our better players, and it seems like he has that for sure.
Now, how I really loved your tournament. Well, it was an 8-team event. We've talked about that, but you're back up to 6 now. Brentwood, one of the new additions. Was that totally through Coach Kuhn then?
Well, we talked about it. We didn't know for sure how we wanted to do it. With all these other tournaments going around and people are looking for teams, and you don't know how things are going to fall out year in and year out. Nope. So, T-Town left after last year, so we were looking for teams, and we picked up Granite City, and Brentwood was interested, and we just took them. And I don't think you can have too many sometimes, because you just don't know down in history. You don't know where people are going to go. And I understand schools want to, move here and move there or try different things. And with there's so many tournaments, and, we got 6 teams, and we looked at playing 5 games in a week, and, we thought about that, but
it's a lot, isn't it?
It's a lot. And, with Granite City and Brentwood traveling that far, we're going to do it this year, with the pool play and having 3 games. It's just like a bracketed, really 8-team, which I really like. I'm with you. I'm all about bracketed tournaments.
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, then
16, really, whatever it is.
Yes, maybe that's old school now. I guess you don't see that much anymore, but I do like that. So we went with that. And, we'll see next year how it goes, and see, maybe we'll get some input from the other coaches. And if they like it this way, that's fine. If they want to go 5, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Of course, Mascouta's been there. And the other 2, Central and Mater Dei, long-standing there. And there are a pair of games. You're all quiet. The Assembly Hall is quiet until Friday when you dial up 2 more. And then Saturday, you run them off.
Yeah. And, should be exciting weekend for us. Again, we got the 4 regular ones that's always been in there playing Friday night, so we should have a decent crowd in there. It's just, with all the tournaments going on, it's hard to get crowds anymore. And I remember when we started this NIT, it was one of the top
crowded
around. Yeah, I mean, it was just year in, year out. It was that Friday and Saturday nights were really had a lot of people there, and with all the other tournaments again starting up, and there's so much things going on, it's hard to get people there, and we understand that, and but we're glad that we keep the tournament running, and hopefully
yes.
it'll keep going for a long time.
And I've just always loved that gymnasium. I've always loved the assembly hall, and I still to this day cannot believe it's 35. How old is it? That was in the 70s, right?
Yeah, in fact, my brother Rick was the first team at 76. That was the first.
That was the first?
Yeah, his senior year was the first when it opened, and that was their first year when. In fact, that was the first year Coach Bogle took him. That was the first year when Coach Bogle was there.
Bogle.
So, yeah, he came after Dick, and
Great
Dick
guy.
coached well, and that was his first year, and he's the one that opened it up. He was, and then when they hired him, and that was in 75, 76, and yeah, it's really, you have to give, I would think I have to give our school a lot of credit. They've really kept it up. They've done a good job of keeping it in good shape, and it's a nice place to watch a game. I will say that
it's big feel to it.
Yeah, it does, and it's it's really not a bad seat in the place, and it's really hosted some big time games, and that's what's neat about it.
You got it. Your club, back to you specifically, 14-5 overall now, right? And you've competed in a couple of tournaments prior to this. What about modern day? It's, I don't know, what has it been, 2 weeks ago only, or maybe 3, but 3-2 there. And as a matter of fact, you knocked off Carlisle in the third place encounter. Yeah,
I mean, we're doing okay. We're just trying to get better as the season going on. Yeah, we're 14-5, and we started at Muscuda. We kind of struggled out of the gate there a little bit.
That was Briarcrest, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
not that. I'm sorry. Yeah. You said you went all the way back to Muscuda. Okay.
Yeah, that's way back there. We started there for a little bit, and kind of didn't play very good against the Waterloo team. We probably. We didn't win. We did, should have won, but we didn't. But ended up 2-2, got second place over there, and then we going over the modern day, and yeah, I mean that tournament. I think most of the coaches would agree. I mean, 1 through 10. I mean, anybody going to beat anybody, and finished 3-2. We were pretty pleased with that. That thing is so balanced, and every game is hard to play because people know each other with all the great coaches and good players everybody has. So yeah, we got 3-2 over there. So, we were pretty happy with that, and finished up in third place. So, coming out of that tournament, we were feeling pretty good. And then we've always got that tough weekend after that with, Pinckneyville and Oakville back to back. And, played yeah, I mean that's the killer weekend a lot of times for us. It's a tough, and we're fortunate to have it. Usually it's either on the road or at home. We had them at home both games, so that helped a little bit. Played Pinckneyville really well, just couldn't hold on late, and then we were fortunate enough to beat Oakville, which is a very good team, and we were just fortunate enough to win that night.
Pinckneyville, are they 4-0 in league play? You're 4-1, right?
Yeah, I think they're 5-0. They're
5-0.
Yeah, okay. I think we start up the second half after midwinter. So yeah, well, they're 5-0 and we're 4-1.
Man, you dragged me all the way back to the Muscuda tournament. I thought you were going to throw one of those, do some cognitive testing on me. I'm not good at that stuff. Scared me for a while there, Wayne.
Oh, that's okay.
We have to have a talk with someone here, but that's all good though. That's 4-1. You still got a crack of things there. You'll have Pinckneyville down at their place, 14-5 on the season, and plenty of tournament left at the Nashville Invitational, and it is central for you on Friday night, and you're going to have a good finish there. Good wrap on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, we hope so. You know, we got the first game, we got Mascoutah and Mater Dei, and that'll be a real good game. Both teams are, you know, you just kind of flip the hat for both games, or flip a corner or a quarter for both games. You know, anybody could beat anybody. All four teams are, you know, are very capable. You know, got some with Coach Love and Coach Shattuck and Coach Schubert. They're one of the, you know, they're all one's great coaches, and so you never know what happens. And then the next night, you know, the pairings have set. Like Brentwood and Granite City, they've lost 2, so they'll play in the 5th place bracket, or I mean, yes, 5th and 6th game, and then one of us 4 will play in the championship or 3rd and 4th. So we'll see what happens on Saturday.
Okay, and we also have Coach Hari in the transition from coaching the girls to coaching the boys. Seamless. No, it has been, hasn't it? And I've heard you on that other sports show in Nashville with Bo Meyer before. I picked that when I take off from here on Saturday mornings. I hope Bo gains some extra ratings points there and stuff. You know, I don't know. If we get to switch back and forth, but you go at this full force, which is the way you have to do it. But I heard you say on there before, where not that you need it, but it always, you know, another opinion or two. That's always good. But you talk to some of your buddies who have been coaches or just ex-teammates at college or whatever, and Coach Weathers and stuff to keep you informed, up to date as much as possible. It's a possibilities, the different ways you might be able to work things.
Yeah, no
players,
question.
Whatever.
Yeah, no question. We
run the ship right.
We by the way, that's a good plug there for Bill. I mean, I guess he ought to appreciate that.
Yeah,
anyway,
you think so? You know.
Yeah, but I like I said, you know, I've talked to Steve Middleton, a former teammate at Southern. We've talked for a little while. I mean, we talked a couple times, and even Coach Weathers, you know, Brad's around, and it's always nice asking him and his opinion. You know, he goes to most of the games, and there's plenty of them out there, and that's really helps. And I got 3 great assistants there on the sidelines there. I really think the world of them with Kelly Cruiser and Patrick Weathers and Jason Guest, and it's really helped me a lot with the transition. They've seen, you know, let's be honest, I haven't been up front to the boys' side much, and they've been around it quite a few years, and they know the teams and individuals more than I do, and I've leaned on them a lot. And
I believe you've hustled up to date rather quickly there. I think you're fine. And if you could do me one favor though, Coach Cruiser, I almost forget you. When maybe Saturday night, that'd be a good night. Especially, it's going to warm up a little bit. You ask him if he'd wear my Talking Sports T-shirt that he got for me on the sidelines. I think that'd be a good little move.
Oh, I will do that. I'll see. I didn't realize he got that.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he won one from me, and that would probably get. Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
That's good. You know, you never know where, you know, what he does sometimes, but so he snuck a win out, so that's pretty good. I'll say something to him about that. I'll see what he says.
I'll be looking for that.
I'm sure,
and it'll be all over social media, so that'd be cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be good. Good advertising for you. I'll do that for him. Okay. I'll ask him. Right. No question.
I know you will. Okay. Thank you, Wayne. Have a good one. Say hello to the fam.
I will, Rip. I appreciate it. It's always good talking to you. And, you know, next time, let's we'll talk. Maybe be a little warmer. It'll be good.
I think so. And you know what?
Plant some corn or something. You know.
Yep. And I tell you what, we'll try and get Jason Aldean on the other line.
I'll be all about that. That would be good. Good intro. We'll do that sometime. That'll be good.
All right. We'll see you. Good luck.
Thanks, Rip. Appreciate it.
That's Wayne Horry of the Nashville Hornets basketball team. We need to take a TO, and then we're back with a flashback and still more.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Insuring your home and auto with Pekin Insurance equals a sizable discount. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department may save you as much as 30% on homeowners premiums and up to 15% on auto premiums if you insure both with Pekin Insurance. Call Farmers State Bank Insurance Department at 495-2965 for details about multi-policy discounts and learn what beyond the expected coverage and savings are all about.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
Scientists say the universe is random.
Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
You also have the delayed Talking Sports on the one. Why are we on now? Because we started at 6:30 due to high school basketball, and there's more coming your way at around 7:45. And the tip is at 8 o'clock tonight between Civic and Central. It's currently, at this moment, okay, I'll cheat and lie. It's close enough. It's 7:12. That time drop is brought to you by Breeze Furniture and Jan's Uniforms. I couldn't wait any longer. It's time for the flashback.
It's flashback.
Get ready to flash back with the Easy In Travel Sports Flashback. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201.
Now it's 7:12. This is from October 11th of 2017. It's 19-year-old Centralia native Taylor McCullough, who happens to be a professional wakeboarder. But not just that, she is a world champion. But now, since you're at the top, you'd like to stay there, and it takes. You can't let up, can you?
No.
What about right now, though? The season is over with now, correct?
Yeah, correct.
At least on an official basis, but the training it won't stop, or are you going to take a little time off, or what are you going to do now?
I've taken a little bit off. I haven't ridden boat since the contest in Japan, which was 1st September, and then haven't ridden cable since the contest in the Philippines, so been a week or two. So once I go back home, I'll start training for next season and gonna stay on top of it. The off season is the time to learn new tricks and progress, because in the middle of the season you're working on your run and having things consistent.
You're locked in with
you don't really have time to learn new tricks.
Yeah.
But so now the off season is when you want to step it up and learn new stuff, and I'll be riding quite a bit over the winter, and then gonna go to Australia in probably December or January and ride over there.
Really?
Yeah, because it gets a little bit cold in Orlando, but I'm going to go and work over there and do some camps and stuff, and then ride and train over there. And then they have a few contests throughout, like February and March, that I'll compete at.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. This shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations. Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here. Planning a remodel or building a new home? Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton can get you started. Ideal Home Solutions has quartz, granite, solid surface, and laminate, with granite starting at just $49 per square foot. Ideal Home Solutions proudly sells Haas cabinets and specializes in custom showers, any size to fit your space. From tubs, whirlpools, vanity tops, windowsills, you're covered. Schedule a free in-home estimate today, 224-2500, or see their showroom at 102 West Broadway in Trenton.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
Hello once again, everybody. Rip here in the Carlisle Meat Market Studio. It's the midweek edition. Are you looking for well, some say used, some say pre-owned. In this case, let's go pre-owned. Pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. You want one? Are you checking around? Well, Diane Chevrolet in Trenton has the one for you, and at this is very important, the right price. All pre-owned vehicles pass a thorough inspection too, and most come with Diane's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty at no cost to you. No cost to you. That's free, baby. See your consultant for all the details. Diane Chevrolets, they've got a friendly, no-pressure staff, no doubt, and it's the whole staff. They're dedicated to getting you behind the wheel of your dream car. Call Dwayne. He's been there forever. He knows everything about it. Nikki as well, Dave, Nathan, one of them. Call them up at 224-9200. Diane Chevrolet. It's the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Keep that on your top shelf. Shop or schedule service at DianeChevrolet.com. Don't leave yet. We're back in a jiffy on Talking Sports. McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
Welcome back for one final buzz here on Talking Sports on this Wednesday. Earlier late afternoon into the early evening, Carlisle Lady Indians were knocked out by the Salem Lady Wildcats 59-40 at the Highland Invitational. That game heard right here on Max 96.7. And the 8 o'clock contest between Civic and Central will be 2. That's in the championship bracket, and the pre is on at around 7:45. So check us out for that. Westland and Oakville won at the Oakville Invitational last night. Oakville coach John Krause will be one of our guests on Saturday morning's show. We talked about the NIT. Carlisle was blistered last night by a really good Pinckneyville team, 70-37. The Indians are going to duel it out with the host Rangers at the Benton Invitational this evening at 8:30. The Salem Invitational begins, and underway right about now, it's Centralia and Effingham. Mount Vernon and T-Town will square off against each other, too. That's kind of a wrap there, you know. If you're on Facebook, chances are you are. Every Tuesday, because this is the day after, obviously, check out my timeline for the Brett's Wild Life Talking Sports poll. This week, which shows up about 4:30 every Tuesday afternoon. This one's all about high school basketball and the shot clock. We went full-fledged on this another time with the shot clock. Do you want one and all this? Boy, that was we had a long thread. This one here is just about for the midwinter tournaments. At the least, man, would you like to see them experiment with the shot clock? And that's I have A, by all means. B, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and go from there. But we're getting some responses. We appreciate it. Check on in on that on Facebook with your A, B, and all kinds of responses. Good, bad, or indifferent. It all makes good copy. Go there sometime when you want to. Every week, better yet. That's going to do it. We're going to put the tops on it right now and call it a night. Everything's going to get back to regular next week. Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 7. And before that, it's this Saturday morning from 9 to 10. Talking sports, real sports talk on Max 96.7 Wcxo.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Hoffman Supermarket, the only choice for quality meats and friendly service. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Diane Chevrolet in Trenton. McKendree University in Lebanon. Ideal Home Solutions in Trenton. Farmers State Bank Insurance Department in Hoffman. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers, with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7.